Today I want to show you an experiment, a setting that you can try to boost the vitality of any body of water, any liquid, like for instance here a pond, but it could be your reservoir where you use the water to water your plants, your seedlings, and it's supposed to boost the vitality of the plants or the creatures you're gonna water with it. It is based on a very old practice, a very old field of experimentation called electroculture. So in today's words, we wouldn't call it a science because we cannot really explain the why, and some people might say it's a bit woohoo, but you know, it's very cheap to make. So if it doesn't work, you will waste a few minutes watching this video, few dollars making that stuff, and that's it. But if it works, there are thousands and thousands of testimonies of gardeners, beekeepers, any curious people who tried that before, and I can tell you later what it does. So the field of electroculture, there are two big names there, two French guys. The first one is Justin Christofleau, and Marcel Violet. Justin Christofleau is famous to have developed those huge antennas to connect somehow the above and the below, somehow to connect the energies. And Marcel Violet was a contribution of the work of Justin Christofleau by making a kind of condensator. And I'm going to show you that on a setting. So what I did here, I didn't like the fact of using antennas. I find them absolutely ugly and a hazard when it comes to thunder. So what I did instead, I made a mini antenna, discrete, that I'd hide under that, made of a mix of basalt and concrete. So it's 60% basalt and 40% concrete. Because basalt is a paramagnetic rock, it reacts to the local magnetic field. Inside of the mix, so to make the mix, I use a mold, plastic mold, and inside of it, I put a wire of copper. That shape is based on the works of Luigi Igina. Again, it's supposed to do amazing things on vitality of beings. Again, there's no science behind it. So you pour your basalt and your concrete in here, and then the wire goes here, and this is the condensator that Marcel Violet developed. So it's made of beeswax. Again, according to Marcel Violet, beeswax has many properties. Somehow it would kind of filter the waves, put it this way. Inside you put two polarities, I wouldn't say cathode or anode. So from here, it goes here with a piece of copper. It's simply a piece of copper that you cut, and you put it in a glass jar with a hole to connect the wire. And from the second piece of copper, it goes in the water, like that. So somehow to bring the vitality or the energy, the electricity from the sky. It sprays there, and it exits from that piece of copper in the water, and the one goes in the dirt. I don't know if you see from there. So according to most of the testimonies, the vegetation will grow like crazy. People have done that in fish tanks, and they have to cut the grass. The vegetation every week is getting crazy. The fishes, here we have frogs. They get more vitality, they get bigger. People have noticed that in winter the water wouldn't freeze. And it has amazing result on the growth of seedlings. So it's just an experiment, as I said. It's easy to try. So fail fast, fail cheap. So if it doesn't work, no problem. And I will keep you updated. Et voilà!